Hi guys. So I just thought of doing a raw video for today. Today is Saturday and it's my day off. And then from Sunday tomorrow up to Tuesday I'll be working 3 in a row for nights. And then after that I will be off for like 7 days in between. So I just want to create a video or a blog regarding my experience on working in a rural hospital here in Nacogdoches, Texas. So Nacogdoches, Texas is the oldest town in Texas. So it's pretty much a small town. Although the good thing about this location, what I like about it is that it's not that far from major city like Houston. So it will only like take you from like 2 to 3 hours drive for you to go to the nearest airport or for you to go to downtown Houston. So what I want to share about my experience so far working in a rural hospital, because I remember when I was like offered by my agency on the state or the facility that they will be assigning me with when I arrive here in America. I actually kind of quite disappointed because I always dream of going to New York and work as a nurse. And when my agency told me that they'll be assigning me in Texas, and then when I found out at the time that the hospital is not on the major city in Texas, the first assignment that I was ever assigned here in America is in San Angelo, Texas. I never heard about that place when it was first offered to me. And so into my current assignment right now as a travel nurse. So you see, if you are a nurse here in America, whether you are, based on my experience, having the chance to work in a big hospital in Manhattan and now in a rural hospital here in Texas, if you are a nurse, whether in those big hospital or in these smaller hospitals, I think the core measures, the protocol, the routine are pretty much the same. They might have a better equipments, better technology, but the skills, like for example, in my case as a med surg nurse, are basically the same. Actually, skills wise, I feel that I'm able to do more here in this smaller hospital as compared when I was working in a bigger hospital. In this small hospital, we actually do not have a step down unit. So I can say that we actually handle more sicker patient or sicker patients as compared to those bigger hospital, because in the bigger hospital, if a patient doesn't qualify to, for example, a general med surg unit, then they have to send it somewhere else, like a cardiac unit, an ortho unit, or step down unit, a urology unit, and so on, because they are just more departmentalized as compared to this rural hospital that there, I think there's only like 2 med surg floor here. So you tend to practice more and enhance more your skills. Second, if you are new here in America, you probably saw on my previous videos, or I can attach a video here. This is a good starting place where you can enhance your driving skills, because like in my case, it will only take me 10 minutes drive from my accommodation going to the hospital where I'm assigned right now, and barely that I would have to stop because of a traffic or a congestion. So I think it's a good training ground if ever you decided to move a bigger city after your contract. And then people wise, I don't want to like be generalized, but I think there's a certain warmth and hospitality that you can find in smaller town than in major city, based on my experience. So my advice or my thought about, if you are being assigned to a smaller hospital, I think it's not that bad. Don't ever feel like, don't pity yourself that how come other nurses are in the major cities or bigger hospital. Is it because they have a better experience, or is it because they're better than me? I don't think so, because I think uh, at the end of the day, it's how you treat your patient that would really matter, whether you're in a bigger hospital or in a smaller rural hospital like where I am right now. And the good thing about the US, is that there's a lot of opportunities once you are here. If you want to, like in my case, from a small town in Texas, I moved to a major city in Manhattan, and then now I'm doing traveling to a small rural hospital back again here in Texas. So there's always a flexibility. So I think while you are in assignment, especially if they will assign you to a rural place like this, you can always take or use your time off to explore the US, explore different cities, learn from your friends or relatives or your batchmates from your agency on how they are on their place of assignment, so that you will know if you are in a better situation than them, or you can move to like their city or their hospital once you're done with your contract. But so far, I am enjoying my stay here in a rural town here in Texas. Of course, there's like a disadvantage. Like for example, since there's not a lot of Asian here, I haven't seen an Asian store nearby. But those are like manageable. You can always order online, or you can go to like a major city on your day off and just stock and bring more supplies, so you have something to use before you have to travel again and get your supplies. But other than that, nursing skills wise or experience wise, I don't see something wrong or you being like less opportunity getting in work or working in a rural hospital. So if you are ever offered to a rural hospital, uh, if this is not where you see yourself, you can, as what I said, you can travel on your off or wait until your contract is finished. But this is a good opportunity or place for learning. Bye. So now I'm walking, going to the main entrance of the hospital. So this is the main entrance. So as you can see, I work night shift, so there's not a lot of people anymore. No patients or relatives were captured. So